bench testing a 1961, 62, 63 Cadillac headlight switch with the 5-light option, serial number HSF03302024, offered by TT Parts Rebuilding. Run-up test. Test number 1, tail and parking light operation. Test number 2, tail and headlight operation. Test number 3, tail and 5-light operation, front parking lights off. Test number 4, dash lights set to low, mid, and high position. Test number 5, dome light operation. Test number 6, circuit breaker operation. Test number 7, switch terminals insulated from ground. Using a fully charged battery at 12.56 volts. During the run-up test, we're going to be boosting the battery. Now I have a voltage reading of 13.52 volts. Also during the run-up test, we're going to monitor the temperature of the rheostat. We have a digital readout here. Right now we're at ambient at around 78, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Test number 1, tail and parking light operation. First position, tail light, front parking. You can set the rheostat here to low. And off. Again, first position, front parking, tail lights, dash lights set to low. And off. Test number 2, tail and headlight operation. First position, tail light, parking light. Second position, front parking lights come off and we have headlights on the on position. Rheostat temperature right now is elevated a little bit at 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Back to first position, headlights off, front parking lights come back on and off. Test number 3, tail and 5-light operation, front parking lights off. First position, we have the 5-light switch here. We're going to rotate the knob. Front parking lights come off, indication of fog lights. Back to parking light position. Again, fog lights. And off. Back to first position, front parking. Second position, headlight position. We see that we have no control of the front parking or the fog lights. Only in first position can we control the front parking lights and the fog lights. The option is not available in the headlight position. And off. Test number 4, dash lights set low, mid-range, and high position. First position, we have the dash lights set to low and off. Back to low position. You see a little increase in temperature here of the rheostat. Back to mid-range. %, and full bright. Back to mid-range. Low. Off. Second position. Low. Mid-range. Full bright. Back to mid-range. Right now we're at 116 degrees Fahrenheit in the mid-range position. Back to first position. Mid-range. Full bright. Mid-range. Low. Off. Back to mid-range. And off. Test number 5, dome light operation. I'm going to go back to first position, rotate the rheostat, ground the tab. We have an indication of dome lights by grounding the tab on the switch body. Second position, ground the tab, dome light, courtesy light on. Back to first position, indication of dome light, courtesy light, and off. We also have the ability to turn on the dome courtesy light by rotating the pull rod of the switch by grounding the tab. Test number 6, circuit breaker test. Delco Remy headlight switches had an onboard circuit breaker. It's bimetallic contact arm. In the event there was overheating in the wiring, the bimetallic arm would expand and break the circuit back to the battery. To demonstrate that, we're going to simulate overheating of the contact arm. We see that the connection between the battery and the switch is broken. Second position, overheating of the contact arm, expands the arm, breaks the connection between the battery and the switch, protecting the wiring and also the headlight switch. Back on again, first position, overheating of the contact arm, protecting the switch and the wiring, and off. Test number 7, switch terminals insulated from ground. Using a standard 12-volt test light, we're going to demonstrate that the switch terminals are insulated from ground. The only connection we have back to the battery is at the switch chassis. We probe the dash light circuit, no continuity back to the battery. Battery terminal, no continuity back to the battery. Headlight, no continuity back to the battery. Tail light, no continuity back to the battery. Parking lights, no continuity back to the battery. Switch terminals are insulated from ground. The only connection to the battery is through the switch chassis. This demonstrates that the switch body terminals are insulated from ground.